What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. We're riding the green dragon, you guys. We are riding it. It feels good. It really does. I was expecting that we would see some red dragons, but they're nowhere to be found, man. Can't find them. And what do you do when you can't find red dragons? You hop on the green one, man. It's looking good. It's looking good. Things are looking good. The volume isn't really there, but that's okay. Let's go to BCH. USDT on Binance. Still not there, whatever. I'm going to use Coinbase because it has more historical data. You've been wrestling this purple line, and I really would have expected that you would have gone down, but we've just continued to persist up, man, unrelentingly. You are in the overbought zone right now, kind of in an area that you found resistance in before. Yeah, I guess that's only relatively, maybe here even, right? Something like that over there. Maybe you do move up a little bit more, but I would bet Bitcoin Cash, it doesn't move up in a straight line. It does like to be volatile. So if and when we get above this high, watch that be like the last day of us moving up. Like if it's today, if it's tomorrow, today even might be the day that we go down. And it likes Bitcoin Cash. There's a handful, there's a lot of cryptos, you guys, that like to throw people off and mess with you. Bitcoin Cash is 100% one of those coins, right? And I know it's like maybe hard to see right now, but just imagine none of these candles existed over here. Just like imagine all of that was gone, right? Every single bit. You've got a bottom here and a bottom here. This looked like a double bottom, and I remember whenever this happened, I was making a video saying that we'll probably make a move up, act like this is a double bottom, psych people out, and then we'll go down, right? And it just so happened that on the higher high of this range, that was it, and then we went down. Well, what if we're experiencing a similar thing but to the opposite effect, right? What if we're given a double top looking scenario, we start to go lower, maybe we even go lower than this low, and then from there, that's when things really kick off. Again, I'm not worried if we go below this low. I've been talking about that probably in every video, even this low, right? This would be the low that I would really start to get worried, and that low I don't expect at all to get broken. So, but the unexpected things do happen. But I do think this suffices for a low. I think volume's been building as we're moving up, little by little. So, definitely bullish overall. The RSI is very strong right now. It looks very productive. Man, you were supposed to go to this oversold zone, and instead you bounced off of your bearish area of control. So just strong, very strong. On the weekly RSI looks strong as well. 4 hour is strong, man, so strong. You had opportunities to relinquish your green dragons, man, and it just didn't want to. It wanted to keep going up. It was crazy. Volume's dying off, though, as you're moving up. There's a few cryptos that look like this right now. Again, if we go up a little bit higher, maybe, but we're going to have some kind of regular retracement pullback. And I want to be clear as to what I'm saying there, right? When I say regular, normal, that does not mean that it's small. That does not mean that it's humongous. That just means that, it's going to be normal. If we're taking this thing, I don't know, from this relative low to this high, if this is the high, we could go as low, as high as 235 and then bounce from there. We could go to the 618, 69, which Bitcoin Cash really loves this zone down here, and that would be below 225 up to 220, and coinciding with that is this previous area of resistance right here. Tested as support, go up from there. Sounds about right to me. Previous area of support still in this range as well. So, a move down like that, it's not guaranteed, but it shouldn't be unexpected, especially with something like Bitcoin Cash, man. Even whenever it was moving down, like retrospectively, this feels like a straight line, but for those of you who have been here since we were talking about Bitcoin Cash back here, you know just as well as I do that it was boring as hell, man. And it was like as soon as you think it's going down, then it's going up, and then it's and every single high, like I was definitely bearish on it going down still, but there were a couple times that I called the bounces, but more or less these little like moves up and down, they're I guess to be expected. Like don't just think that it can run up in a straight line forever, and don't expect it to run down in a straight line forever either. So I don't know. I don't really know if I have anything else to add other than that. Looks good, man. It looks really strong, guys. Like by the end of this year, I would very much expect that we're going to be above this high, which would then mean that possibly by the end of this year will be above $400, maybe even above $500. I know I made a video a while ago, like a couple weeks ago, maybe a few weeks ago, talking about being above $600 or even $700, $800 by the end of the year. Maybe we're in the beginnings of that move overall to take us there, but that just might happen sometime in the beginning of next year that we actually see those prices occur. I don't expect this move to be just absolutely volcanic like this one was, and just erupt straight to the upside. I think that we are going to meander our way up there, right? Here we kind of meandered for a while, and then at the top we had a very explosive finish. This was a stronger move. That's maybe not something good to compare it to, but I don't know. Something like this, right? Where you get your explosive move, you had your retracement, and then you crawled up. Like you went up higher, but it wasn't as like explosive as this move was overall, right? Even this move, even like this move here is less explosive than this move was here, but I digress. That's all I'm trying to say is I don't think that we're going to get to $400 or $500 in 2 weeks. I think it's maybe 2 months, and we only have about 2 months left in the year, so I don't think that anything higher than this 1618 is going to come to us by the end of the year, but I am hopeful. I'm even kind of expecting that we'll be above $400 by the end of the year. Here we are sitting at 250 now, so that's awesome, man, especially on a multi-billion-dollar market cap coin like this. All in all, I can finish it off with the same old bullish testament that I normally give. You take the all-time high to the all-time low. This is arguably the most significant fib for Bitcoin Cash in all its history. The minimum expected extension when you break your all-time high. If you're like me and you believe that Bitcoin Cash is more than capable of breaking its all-time high, then the minimum expected extension would be $13,000, you guys. Technically, the highest expected price could be $53,000, but I don't expect that. I would say, generally speaking, you would include the 1618, but there's always exceptions, and this is one of those times where let's just be real with ourselves with like how much of a market cap that would be, how much growth we would see in a very small amount of time. That would just be crazy. That'd be really crazy. It's not impossible, but I would more expect somewhere between 13,000 and 23,000. Maybe upwards to 25,000, something like that, to come into effect. But that's really all I have for you guys. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content if you haven't subscribed already. I do think Bitcoin Cash looks very, very well right now. Man, I forgot. This is another one of those things that at the end of the video, if you're still here, let me see. I just say take care to get rid of the people that don't want to be here. No, but let me see here. There was someone talking about never listen to YouTubers. I said, well said, well said. Never listen to YouTubers. I was wrong about Caspa, guys. It just went up. Whatever. It's going to go down. I'm not worried about it. It's ultimately going to probably go down. Let's see. I'm trying to find something, though. Okay, right here. Samuel Sains, if you're watching, man, you were talking about this being a giant bull pole, bull flag. It is possible. It is possible, We've looked at that a few times. If it is, it depends on how you'd measure your flag, From bottom to top here, if this is your flagpole, come on now, right there. How I measure it is I put it at the base of the flag to measure it. That's how I do it. And that's how I've seen a lot of people do it. That's like just kind of how I learned. And that would take us to like a maximum of 600. That's the measure move, right? Some people take it to the point of the breakout, and that would take us like almost to $800. I don't even know if this whole thing from low to top is a bull pole, like the pole to measure, like the flag pole. This might just be it as well. I like to err on the side of conservatism, conservative. I like to be conservative. I don't know what to say other than that. And that would take us above $500. It's better. I think it's better to be conservative and get surprised with higher price action than expect higher price action and then miss out on a good selling opportunity. But I don't know. However you measure it, man. If you measure it enough times to where like you take it and you measure it from the breakout and you find success with that, cool. I personally find more success taking it from the base of the flag. You measure the whole pole and then you put it at the base of the flag, and that's generally how I measure things. But it doesn't, Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. If it works for you, it works for you. That's all that matters. So with that, I leave you guys. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you whenever Bitcoin Cash is worth a little bit more money, probably. Take care.